आज आरंभ होइछि विधानसभा बजेट अधिवेशन। आसंतु जिबा सीधा सड़क विधानसभार बजेट अधिवेशन को।
Mr. Speaker and honorable members, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the third session of 16th Odisha Legislative Assembly. Let me take this opportunity to extend my heartiest New Year greetings to all the honorable members of this august House as well as to the people of Odisha. This august House has expressed its deep condolence on the sad demise of late Sahura Malik, late Udit Pratap Dev, late Brindavan Patra, all former members of this august House, late Jayaram Kavasi, ex-OAPF, Odisha Police. I request honorable members to join me in praying tribute to late Bhagwat Prasad Mahanti, late Jagannath Raut, all former ministers, late Nakalakshmaya, Daitri Behra, late Sachidanand Deo, late Gaurhari Nayak, late Bhagirthi Das, and late Radha Govinda Sahu, all former members of this august House. This House may convey our heartfelt condolence to the bereaved families of the departed souls. To trust the goodness of people, then the integrity of the processes, commitments to deliver public services in a hassle-free and transparent manner have been the new governance benchmarks of my government. Consultative governance is the core of our growth trajectory. Abiding by the suggestions received from the people and working ceaselessly towards providing totally citizen-centric governance is now the most Sarkar initiative of my government, which is driven by the force of 5 touchstones: technology, transparency, teamwork, time and transformation that have now become the moving spirit of governance. My government's current focus is transformation. Real transformation cannot take place without greater participation of people in the process of governance. My government's new initiatives like 5T and Mo Sarkar are formulated and vigorously being implemented keeping this in mind. With the people at the forefront of all its initiatives, since 2000, my government is striving very hard to take Odisha to new heights. With a remarkable transformation, build a new Odisha with the support and cooperation of our people that is more committed in its purpose and more devoted in its service to its 5.5 crore people. Our aim is to transform Odisha into an inclusive state, sustained with efforts to achieve higher growth and expand the vision of people first by realizing their dreams, fulfilling their aspirations, and contributing meaningfully towards their prosperity. As the nation is currently commemorating the 150th birth anniversary of the Mahatma, the father of our nation, my government, as in the past, stands firmly committed to the Gandhian ideals by giving primacy to the principle of Antodaya in formulating and implementing its people-centric policies. India's experience as a modern democratic nation has shown that good governance must aim at expansion of social opportunities and removal of poverty. Swaraj means inclusion. Inclusion means empowerment and acquisition of capacity by all. My government has complete understanding of this, and to mark the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, has rechristened the Odisha State Secretariat as Lok Seva Bhavan and has inscribed the talisman of Gandhiji in it as a visual reminder of our goals and objectives that the Mahatma desired every one of us to pursue. Commemoration of the completion of 200 years of Paika Rebellion as a celebration of the heroic history of our land and people will continue to inspire our youth and will be remembered by generations to come. Odisha represents the spirit of India. Odisha's rich cultural traditions and history are deeply rooted in its soil and its diversity. In order to celebrate this rich tradition, it becomes imperative to conserve, develop, and promote the iconic places of Odisha. My government has taken a historic step to transform the infrastructure facilities around the Sri Mandir Puri, the epic center of the sacred geography of Odisha. Similarly, my government has taken historic initiatives to transform the facilities around Sri Lingaraj Temple, Bhubaneswar. My government lays special emphasis on the development of agriculture sector through various interventions supported by a very comprehensive and more inclusive state agriculture policy. The income of the farmers has more than doubled in the past, and my government is poised to multiply farmers' income with more proactive developmental interventions in line with the national agenda of doubling farmers' income. My government implemented Kalia program from 2018-19 to benefit the low-income group population connected to farming with various packages, along with Kalia scholarship scheme to support children of Kalia beneficiaries pursuing professional technical courses. In the coming year, it is targeted to extend support to 50 lakh small and marginal farm families as well as 25 lakh landless agriculture households. For achieving the highest level of farmer satisfaction, my government has brought the services of agriculture under the 5T and Mo Sarkar from December 2019 with the objective of enhancing the delivery mechanism and reach out to every farmer at every corner of my state. Every district has in place a Mo Sarkar desk to take on the program at a greater pace. My government has started Isa Millet Mission in the 55 blocks of 11 districts and extended to 72 blocks, covering around 23,236 hectares, especially in tribal pockets. My government is implementing Sora Jala Nidhi program, establishment of farm mechanization promotion and training centers as a strategy to acquaint farmers with modern farm equipments, their use, repair and maintenance, extension, capital investment subsidy to increase the pace of establishment of commercial agri-enterprises, launching of Mukhyamantri Krishi Udyog Yojana to promote large numbers of agri-enterprises through ease of doing agri-business, and has implemented the unique direct transfer of benefit for subsidy transfer, being one of the best in the country. My government has gone ahead with putting in place a decision support system for process streamlining, effective review and monitoring the real-time governance through a collaborative program ADAPT with Bill Melinda Gates Foundation. My government has decided to transform the primary agriculture cooperative societies as one-stop destination for the farm families to meet all their requirements of farm operation with hassle-free credit, fertilizers, seed, etc., storage facility, linkage of credit and marketing of agriculture produce, custom hiring of agriculture equipment, and micro ATM facility under one roof. Under Kalia scheme, interest rate on crop loans up to rupees 50,000 has been reduced from present 1% to 0%. During 2020-21, my government proposes to bring about 1.84 lakh hectares of cultivable land under irrigation coverage. My government now focuses on completion of the ongoing major and medium irrigation projects, integrated Anandapur Barrage, Swarnalekha, Rengali, left and right bank canal within next 5 years. The state has now opted for the new underground pipeline method of irrigation in feasible major and medium irrigation projects in place of open canal system. This will ensure timely completion of project and efficient use of water. During 2020-21, my government proposes to take up modernization work of about 2,200 MI tanks under World Bank funded Odisha integrated irrigation project for climate resilient agriculture. Besides, around 1,200 defunct LIPs will be made operational, and field channel work covering an area of 77 lakh hectares in the command area of major and medium irrigation projects are to be undertaken. My government is keen on developments of fisheries and animal farming, which is one of the growth propels for farmers' income, promoting advanced technology for continuous and early fish seed production, and developing networks of fish seed growers, promoting intensive freshwater aquaculture through the Matsya Pokhari Yojana, and with attractive subsidy mechanism, promoting cage culture for increasing the freshwater fish production in the state, improving infrastructure of fishing harbors and fish landing centers for qualitative fish capturing, providing modern hygienic fish markets in urban centers, and engaging women self-help groups in intensive PC culture by leasing of more than 4,300 Gram Panchayat tanks to ensure nutritional security along with financial empowerment will be some of the promotive action taken by my government to boost the fishery sector. 10,264 lakhs of spawn and 1,883 lakhs of fry has been produced in government sector to meet the requirement of fish farmers during 2009-20. In order to augment egg production, boosting of entrepreneurship development in poultry will be undertaken through strategic promotion of commercial, semi-commercial units and small-scale layer units. My government has successfully implemented National Food Security Act 2013 since November-December 2015, enlisting 93.21 lakh eligible households comprising of 325.38 lakh individuals under priority household and unto the Anna Yojana household categories. My government is also implementing its own state food security system in the state from October 2018 to provide food security coverage to left-out eligible population and providing 5 kilos of rice per person per month, ₹1 per kg. In total, beneficiaries coverage under NFSA and SFSS in the state is 3,28,50,816, which is 78.3% of the state's 2001 census population. In Kharif marketing season 2018-19, my government has produced a record of 65.50 lakh metric tons of paddy at a cost of rupees 11,464 crore, directly transferred online to the bank accounts of more than 10 lakh farmers. Provision of safe drinking water is a top priority of my government. My government has covered each household of rural areas in providing safe drinking water through sports sources and piped water supply projects in order to ensure better health and quality of life during 2019-20. My government is committed to provide Pakka houses in a phased manner to all rural houseless and households staying in Kacha houses. My government is a pioneer in the country in the construction of more than 23 lakh houses for the rural poor since 2014-15. Nearly 2 lakh houses under different rural housing schemes have been completed with an expenditure of rupees 4,072 crore by the end of December 2019. My government has provided employment to 19 lakh households, resulting in completion of 5,29,877 projects. 44,090 families completed 100 days of work. The pension day generated by SC and ST is 36% respectively, and the percentage generated by women is 43%. The average days of employment provided per household is 36 days. My state has been recognized for adopting best practice in Eastern region states for its innovative steps taken in notifying Rural Cluster as Planning Area. DDU-GKY in Odisha has become a leading program in India that trained 28,364 rural youths and placed 24,247 trained rural youths in private sectors. Our thrust is extending drinking water to all rural households through functional household tap connection